What's going on, everyone? This is Ryan, health fitness professional with the Cardinal Health site in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Today's TRX workout, we're going to involve all exercises facing the TRX. This way it'll make it a little bit easier for transitioning from one to the other. Most of the exercises today will also involve the mid-length. However, I will let you know if we have to change it to a longer or shorter length. As usual, there's not going to be a warm-up in particular for this workout, so make sure you do 3 to 5 minutes of getting the blood flowing, whether that's going to be on the treadmill or doing bodyweight exercises. It's entirely up to you. Again, 3 to 5 minutes of a warm-up, and then go ahead and hit the play button for this video, and we'll get started with our first exercise. All right, first exercise is for the arms and the chest. I like to call them bear hugs. You'll lean forward as you wrap your arms around yourself. You'll be alternating which arm goes over the other. Whichever arm is above, you want to tap that hand to the shoulder. And for the hand that is underneath, you want to tap at the rib cage. Once you get the hang of the motion, feel free to take a few small steps forward to increase the intensity. Your posture is important for this exercise. You want to make sure that you are squeezing at the glutes and keeping your core nice and tight, all while keeping your neck in neutral alignment. Best way to do that is keep your eyes on the base of the TRX. These will get more challenging over time, so make sure you keep good form, such as no shrugging at the shoulders. Finishing up in 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on to a core-based exercise next. Next up is what I like to call swimmer's pole. While this is mostly for the core, this is also a great exercise for your back and your triceps. As said in the last exercise, posture is very important, so avoid shrugging at all costs. Keep your core and glutes tight and keep your eye on the base of the TRX to help with neutral alignment of the neck. If you do want to make this exercise more challenging for your lats, you can step forward just a little bit so that your hands are next to your hips. This is a more intense exercise, so I recommend at the very start, you want to make sure that when you're standing, you have the TRX straps nice and tight as your hands are right in front of, not next to, your hips. Finishing up in 3, 2, 1. Stand up, and we'll move on to our next exercise. Next up is what's called W's. We'll be working on the rear side of the delts or the shoulders and the rhombus muscles in the back. For this, you want to make sure that your elbows are bent at around 90 degrees. Also, for the wrists, you want to make sure that there is absolutely no bend, so keep them as neutral as possible. You will be leaning forward as you bring your arms to the side. Once you do, you also want to make sure that the shoulder blades are squeezing together as much as possible. As said before, once you feel you've got the hang of the motion, feel free to take a small step forward to increase the intensity. Be sure to watch your form once you step forward. If you feel like you are bringing your shoulders too far forward, or if you feel there's any bend at all in the wrist, that is a cue that you need to take a small step back. Finish up your 45 to 50 seconds, and we'll move on to a more intense back exercise. Now that we're on the floor, we want to change the length of our TRX straps from mid to short length. We're going to do inverted rows. For this, you want to start off with your glutes, back, and head resting on the floor. For full range of motion, you want to start with your arms perfectly straight, and as you lift yourself up, you're going to bend at the elbow, bringing the elbows behind your back, squeezing your back as much as you can. You can change the intensity of this exercise at any time, stepping back as much as you need to reduce the intensity, or stepping forward until you are directly underneath the base of your TRX for maximum intensity. Another way to make this exercise more challenging is make your straps even shorter, preventing your glutes, back, or head from ever touching the floor during the 45 to 50 seconds of this exercise. Lastly, we'll be focusing solely on the triceps, doing tricep dips. Notice here I have the straps between my torso and the inside of my arms, making it much easier for me to perform the dipping motion. As I lower myself to the floor, I'm bending at the elbows, and I'm also bending at the hips and the knees. As I lift myself up, I'm going to use my legs as much as I need to help assist myself back into the initial position with my arms as straight as can be. To make this more challenging, take small steps back. You can step back until you are directly under the base of your TRX straps. If you find yourself struggling at any point, for example, you're not able to straighten out your arms all the way, that is your cue to take a small step forward and try this again at an easier angle. So that's it for today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. As a reminder, this was just one round for about 4 to 5 minutes, so if you want to do a second or third round, you're more than welcome to replay this video. Be sure to check out our other playlists on YouTube, such as kettlebells, dumbbells, workout of the week, garage gains. You can also check out the Cardinal Health website for other services we are providing for you while you're still working from home. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next workout.